What's going on, everybody? It's Fade Dating Coach Elliot Scott, and as you can see by the title below, we're going to go over something that a lot of people don't talk about with the dating game. I hear a lot of coaches kind of hinting at it, right? But I don't think the coaches actually mean this. And the reason I'm making this video is I don't want you to watch those videos, okay? Go out and try these tactics and it blow up in your face and you not know why, okay? So that's the importance of this video. Now, what type of video things or tactics am I talking about? So there's a lot of dating coaches out there, myself included, but I think a lot of my, if you watch all my material as a whole, you kind of understand what I'm getting at, especially if you're reading my guides. But a lot of dating coaches out there will talk about the tactics of like playing hard to get, be a challenge, and describe all the stuff about high value and pull away, being cold, being silent, like all that stuff, okay? A lot of coaches talk about this, but they don't understand the underlying motive of the guy. And I don't mean the sexual aspect of that, but what people need to, to get to the answer of it, what you need to understand is none of that works. Don't even call it these different tactics. These are just different methods of employing the tactic, and that is curiosity. You cannot get a guy, right? Those things that you're doing do not work unless there's curiosity, okay? You have to have curiosity for all those tactics to work. Now, the question is, how do I create curiosity? Don't worry, I got you. That's what this video is about. So, I want you to think of it like this. I want you to look at it from your perspective. When a guy's pulling some bullshit on you, and you hear me say it all the time, a hopeful woman or a confused woman is a hopeful woman. Now, why is that? Because as humans, we love clarity. Clarity releases, releases anxiety. It makes us feel refreshed, relaxed, chill. We're not in our heads because we have the answer. And this answer is the part of the puzzle piece we put right there. Okay, everything's cool. But when you don't have it, you're like, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Like, what's going on, what's going on? So, to give you an example of this, let's say you and a guy are doing well, everything's going okay, everything is fine, and then all of a sudden, one week he's good, the next week things start to change. He's not texting as much, he's a little sporadic, you feel that he's pulling away, okay? And now you start chasing, you start getting in your head, you start asking questions, and he has the power all of a sudden. Now, what happened? Well, I call this going into debt. I'm not saying do this, right? But I call this is a tactic guys use where, women will wonder why, he's investing so much. Like, I have all the power, Elliot. I have all the power. He's investing so much. He's doing this. He's doing that. He's making the dates. He's initiating. He's paying, paying for the dates. He's investing his resources. He's consistent, yada, 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 right? And she thinks she has all the power, but what he's doing is hooking you, okay? I'm not saying all guys are doing this. There's guys who genuinely do this and then it transitions into a relationship. There are guys who do this and they are genuine with it, but they might be emotionally unavailable and then it flips. But either way, the power is the same. He's investing in you, okay? You're investing emotionally back into him, like you're liking him more and more that he does this. Again, who doesn't like this? It's just common sense. Okay, and then with that, he can do whatever he wants with it. Now, listen to what I just said there. When you show that reciprocity, he can start to do whatever he wants. That's how you create curiosity. You have to flip it on him. So in reverse, okay, you have a man. When he's dating you, he's looking at the context, whether it's consciously or subconsciously, it's the frame, okay? He's looking at the frame, he's looking at the context, meaning like the variables that kind of like paint the picture of what this is. So if you and I are dating and you're doing all the things that are checking off the list of intent, meaning, you're showing me you want a relationship, but not with anyone, you want it with me. You're showing me that you really like me. You're showing me that you're head over heels. You're just, you know what it is. Just all the signs, all the signs. If I know where every little puzzle piece is, right? And there's no challenge, I can just grab those pieces and put them in place. And now, right, I'm like, okay, I know where every piece is. I know what the picture looks like. I'm putting it together. Done, finished. This bitch is mine. I got her, right? You're not a bitch, but you get what I'm saying. It's like that. However, you start to throw a little bit of a curveball in there, a wrench in there when one of the puzzle pieces are missing, or he doesn't have a clear perspective of the picture of what's like, right? So, meaning like, you can show, I always say, to show intent, you also have to show premise. And if you guys don't know what that is, please, for the love of God, get my guide. The link is down below. I go into much more detail on this, but in a nutshell, intent is showing a guy intentionally, like your intentions are to be with him, right? And there's certain actions and variables that, look like that. Very personal compliments, giving him multiple chances, telling him you like him, you're not talking to anyone else, all that kind of stuff. But then there's premise, which is, I like you, but I'm not going to, roll on my back and let you walk over. Like, you have to win me over. I want a relationship, but that doesn't necessarily mean with you. Just the spot is open. So that would look like disagreements, qualifying the guy, not bending over backwards, having standards and structure no matter how much you like them, right? And it's the balance of these things, okay, that gets you right in the middle where I think a strong, high-value woman, she's not playing hard to get. She's fun and flirty, okay? But she's not, again, she's still over here a little bit. She's just not rolling over and giving and submitting to the guy. The guy has to earn it. So when you start throwing those other variables in there, now you're creating curiosity. He doesn't know exactly where he stands. This is why I tell women, you must. If you get anything from this video, F everything I just said, you have to get a guy to invest in you. When he agrees to invest in you, okay, or he decides to invest in you and then you let him, that's courtship. That's where the game is played. The game is not played. It's not courtship when I say, hey, I like you, and you as the woman are like, hey, I like you too, and then we're talking and fucking. That's not courtship. That's just two people who like hanging out, having fun, and hooking up, which is not always a bad thing, right? But courtship is a guy having to prove himself. And again, not in a way that the other dating coaches were kind of implying it, which is you got to play hard to get, you got to be cold, you got to be this, you got to be that. Guess what, ladies? You're not that effing special. No offense, don't unsub or click off. You're not that special. Whatever you have out there, another girl, can deliver better. That's just the reality of it. No one's that special. You're attractive? Great. There's someone hotter than you. You're sweet? There's someone nicer. You're loving? There's someone more loving. Caring? There's someone more caring. There's always someone out there, right? If you think you're loving and caring, you date a fucking mom, right? Like, that's the most loving and caring woman out there. There's just more out there. What hooks the man, what pulls him in, and again, I talk about this in my guides, check them down below. What hooks a man is the bundle. It's all the things combined, right, in the pretty little package you give to him. But not only that, he doesn't know what it is. I know this is a horrible analogy, but it's like a present. You're building up the anticipation. You're like, hey, I know you really want this. This is it. And he's grabbing, he's shaking, but he doesn't know what it is. That's what makes him want to tear the present open. It's no different in dating and relationships. If I knew the present you were giving me, no matter how beautiful you wrap it, no matter how big or small or heavy or this or that or how much you spend on it, no matter what, I'm not going to have the same curiosity because I know what it is. I told you what to get me, and you got it, and you told me pretty much like you filled your cards. You showed me what you got me. It's the curiosity is not there. But ladies, if you can balance the good with, I don't want to say good and bad, but you know what I'm saying, like the intent and premise, if you can balance the game correctly in a fun, here's the trick, fun, flirty, playful way where you're not being a bitch, you're not playing hard to get, but he still knows he has to invest, you win the game. You will win the game. And again, if you want to learn how to do all that, please check the guides below. But if this has helped you at all and you want to know more about it, again, and maybe you can get the guides or not, you can work with me also. That link is down in the description. I'm going to probably post it in the comments also. Ladies, in a nutshell, you have to build curiosity. Attraction plus curiosity, right, is all that stuff that they're talking about. But no one talks about the curiosity. Doing all that stuff does not matter. Okay, if you do not have these other two variables, the attraction and the curiosity, doesn't matter what you do. He's going to look at you and be like, you're a fucking idiot. Like whatever. Like he doesn't care. Okay, so build attraction first, then throw the other variables in there for curiosity, and then you will have him wanting to invest more to pull back the curtain to see where he actually stands. With that being said, ladies, I love you all. Take care and peace.